Welcome, everyone. This is Crypto Tips. I'm Heidi, and that's Toby. Wait a second. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. I'm actually Toby. But what a freaking great day today. Check this out. I want to go over two prior tweets. One from Michael Saylor. Check this out.
Hi, everyone.
Before I get into everybody, hold on. Michael Saylor, if you want to do your shareholders a $100 billion favor, convert Tesla balance sheet from USD to BTC. Other firms on the S&P would follow your lead and in time would grow to become a $1 trillion favor. Mm-hmm. Elon says, are such large transactions even possible? Sarcasm. Now, actually, that question right there might have actually been serious. And now we know they just bought $1.5 billion for reserves. Amen. So that is really exciting. I'm so freaking bullish. It's unbelievable. But let's say hi to everybody right now.
Hi, everyone in the live chat. I see a Heidi in the live chat. Always
what? You
happy
got a
to
Heidi?
have another
What's up,
Heidi.
Rusty, Bill, Benjamin, Dragon Ball, Art, W, Dave D. What's up, buddy?
Scott
Altered
Robertson,
Carbon.
Macbeth,
Scott,
Lachlan. Good morning, you guys.
Harris, Lachlan. Yep. Richard O.
Yeah.
Sweet Canary, Rob Wiggle, Steve V, Catherine. Jeez, we got a lot of new people here. This is awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into this.
Also, and just another announcement for those of you who are in the CT Club, February's class will be going out on, I just looked at the date, Wednesday the 17th at noon Eastern time will be the private live streaming class for all CT Club members. And of course, the link for that will be provided for you in Patreon via your emails. So, hi.
Okay, so I also want to just jump into this. Here's Peter Schiff's tweet. Back in December 21st, 2020, he says, Musk is far too smart to be dumb enough to buy Bitcoin. It's just a matter of time before you realize that too. Oh, that did not age very well.
Schiff is going to wake up and realize he's the only guy at his little party.
Oh,
he's the only one who's not in the
poor guy. Poor freaking guy. But yeah, I mean, so I've been getting a lot of questions on people asking me about Ether and like the whole ETF thing that's happening. Mm-hmm. And how last time there was a Bitcoin ETF, it plummeted the price pretty much and started the bear market. So this time around, you have Musk coming out the day of the ETF and going, hey, yeah, I just bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And that's going, like Michael Saylor said, that's going to create a snowball effect with a bunch of these. I mean, pretty much every single company in the world will eventually own Bitcoin, in my opinion. I mean, I really think that's true. So, and nobody can prove me wrong on that one because, first of all, that's an incredible amount of confidence coming from one of the most, renowned investors in the world and renowned like scientists in the world. So this is incredible.
Yeah. Pivotal Point, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you, man.
He says, goal number 1, get out of debt. Just paid off the house. Thank you, Cryptos and Crypto Tips.
Awesome.
That's amazing news. Congratulations.
Very cool. And welcome back. We haven't seen you for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. But also just to go along what you were saying about how, the kind of FUD or worry about Ethereum ETFs and how, the last bull run, Bitcoin ETF came out right during the bull run and it kind of killed it, or people think that's what killed it. And so what is this Ethereum ETF going to do? I think the fact that how the markets responded today is a perfect example of how this bull run is different from the past. It's different on the educational level, on the narrative of Bitcoin, on who's buying it and why. I mean, this is something we've been talking about a lot for the past several months. So yeah, like for all these price predictions and all these predictions of the bull run, how high is it going to go? How long is it going to last? It's really hard. I mean, anyone who's kind of brave enough to really pinpoint, put a date on it, put a number on it, they're putting themselves out there because this is a brand new asset class. It's going through price discovery. The narrative for Bitcoin itself is changing. You know, it used to be just magical internet money, and then it was digital cash, and then it was, a payment method for criminals, moving into a storage of value. And now we're seeing it be like the preferred reserve asset for multi-billion-dollar publicly traded companies. And
soon to be trillion-dollar companies. For sure.
Because of that, yeah. So, Bitcoin Honey Badger, thank you as well for the super
thank you.
chat.
Happy Monday as well, man.
Happy Monday.
Yeah, we are having a great time. This is awesome. So, Bitcoin Honey Badger, we're going to kill it.
Yeah.
Running Cut, loving the Patreon. Yes,
Awesome.
we made some really good calls.
Yeah.
Now, to like kind of understand like our Patreon, right? So, when I come out with a trade alert, I'm not getting this stuff from other people. Like I don't watch a bunch of YouTube videos and go, okay, I'm gonna pick that one. I'm gonna pick this one. Like I have it in many different ways. I read a lot. I'm pretty much reading all day if I'm not surfing, and also like I'm in a lot of private groups, and these groups are people that have been in this space for a very long time. Like seriously, like maybe like 5-6 years, even sometimes 7 or 8 years. So like, and then we discuss like, hey, there's some low cap stocks or not stocks, low cap coins. I know I've been reading so much about this.
I'm gonna have to censor
GameStop and like all what happened with Wall Street. But anyways, I think there's a lot of really good investments out there. And just because some guy freaking shielded on his channel, like I don't care. I don't watch that stuff. Like I don't care who's shilling what. I mean, if I find something that's good, I'm going to promote it on our Patreon. So, and if I think it's bad, I'm not, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'm putting my money where my mouth is. You know what I mean? For within 5 minutes of that trade. So that's just what I do. And if somebody wants to shill it later, I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also, whatever trade we're saying, we usually cushion it with a bunch of the disclaimers of, it's risky. This is mostly for those of you who already have a comfortable position in Bitcoin and Ethereum and you're ready to play really with the altcoins, because it is risky. During a bull run, it seems like you can see profits for all these different coins, which is true. But you never know if you're going to pick the right coin. And if you're coming from a point of kind of desperation, that could go south from that emotional kind of investment position. Julio, thank you for the super chat. He says, what does he say? You can read this.
Big corporations, next bull cycle equals
Central banks?
Absolutely. Julio, for sure. Like, absolutely. Central banks are already buying it. Guaranteed. And just like Tracy Stark just said, a friend of mine says
Julio
Apple
and his tortillas.
Huh?
He said Julio. Julio and his
Julio. Sorry. Gosh. What? I am a gringo, Julio. Sorry. Oh my gosh, my mind's all over the place right now. But check this out. Okay, so Tracy Stark says, a friend of mine says Apple is already in. We'll announce that soon for real. Okay, well that's cool. This is what's going to happen. You're going to see so much capital flowing into this stuff, and you have to wonder why. I have a neighbor here that asks me pretty much every time we talk, I don't know why stocks are at all-time highs. I'm like, do you understand how much currency is being printed right now? There's so much currency. Where is this current capital going to flow? It might flow into real estate maybe, but not like stocks. And then stocks is, they suck compared to, Bitcoin and all these other things. So yeah, I think we have a long way to go, especially with central banks. I think I remembered there was a central bank buying this, but I don't
quote you on that.
Don't quote me on that right now. I'll look into that. So so We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Oh, Toby, you're like a true Azorian.
A what?
They pronounce Julio Julio in the Azores.
See, that's why I did
Azores.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, let's talk about predictions for the 2020 bull run.
Okay.
Are there, so like we've heard numbers for Bitcoin to hit 200,000, 300,000,
A million.
400,000, a million.
Oh, yeah. So I was watching it. Okay. So, sorry, I shouldn't say I don't watch any YouTube videos. There's actually one that I actually...
That's also what I wanted to, forgot to mention is you're talking about this group of people that you've kind of curated around yourself, people who you trust their opinions. You know, you're not like taking it all without a grain of salt, obviously, do your own research. But this crypto space evolves so quickly. It's really unrealistic to think that any one person could stay on top of it all. So, if you're here long enough and if you engage in these different communities long enough, you can pick and see who's actually a real person, who's authentic, and you can build a community and really benefit from each other that way, bouncing off ideas, seeing what trends they're paying attention to, or whatever. It's a really beneficial way to interact and become successful in this crypto space. I mean, and also having friends that are into crypto is pretty cool because it's really different if like this is like you're kind of compartmentalizing your life of like crypto is this one little segment and no one talks about crypto. It's good to have some friends in crypto.
Well, I mean, also like I don't really listen to that many people that haven't been through like a couple bull cycles because you have to understand what going through a bear cycle is like. You know what I mean? You have to understand like the smartest people are the ones that are accumulating during a bear run. And so you saw, Heidi, this is before I got on this channel, but like Heidi constantly was like, hey guys, this is a buying opportunity. Please, like this is it. Especially even when it went down to $3,000 last March. That was a great buying opportunity, and the people that bought it are just chilling right now. They're loving it, and that's what Heidi was talking about. So you had a lot of people just bashing her on this, like, it's gonna keep going lower. I'm like, who cares? Like if it goes lower, like I expected this next bull run to do, we're going to go way past this, but like, you don't
know.
Yeah.
There's a lot that you don't know, but what you do know being a seasoned crypto investor, for those of you who are new to cryptocurrency investing, this is something I talked about in my newsletter that I went out yesterday. If you guys want to join that newsletter, it's free and the link is down below in the video description. But I talked about, as a newcomer, how you need to pay attention to the emotional swings of a crypto market. It's like the never-ending hype of like the happy-go-lucky bull market. Like it's great. Everyone here is commenting. It's a great Monday. It's a great time to be in crypto. That's very true. You're seeing profits. It's a good time. But the things that make Bitcoin valuable now are the same things that make it valuable when it's in a cheaper price. And with those really cold, long crypto bear winters, there's a lot of uncertainty and hesitancy, and people aren't sure they want to buy it yet. It's like they want to, wait for a lower price, but then if it goes to a lower price, are they going to want to buy it then? Anyway, there's a lot of emotions tied to it. So especially I think as a newcomer, this is when you can become the most susceptible to this kind of manipulation of emotions during a bull run. So for me, as exciting as it is to name the top or try to find a time frame, what's most important for anyone who's investing is like really ask yourself, why are you investing? Is it because you want to accumulate more Bitcoin and just hold it forever? That's great. Is it because you need to take care of some things financially in your life, take care of debt? Like Pivotal Point said, he paid off his house. That's an epic thing to have accomplished, and actually something that's rare these days, which is sad. But also like, I feel like that should be your priority. Pay attention to what your financial goals are much more closely than to what the bull run could do, because that it's very tempting, and it's like, of course, it's entertaining and interesting to like wonder that. But if you focus too much on that part of it, that's your greed is going to take over, and you might make some mistakes. And crypto isn't going anywhere, and we are still early Maybe not as early as we were like 10 years ago, 5 years ago. But there's plenty of ways to earn money with cryptocurrency. So just try to keep your greed in check.
Speaking about a way to earn money in this space. All right. So Running Cut says, do you have a percentage you hold in stable coins to buy BTC or ETH dips? So yeah, we do. Well, kind of. So we are taking profit from many of our staking coins and putting it into coins that maybe sometimes they're really risky, and sometimes like there's such low market cap that there's just not the liquidity there. So if we presented it in front of like our entire group, it would just blow the
price on the way up and on the way down.
It's a pump and dump.
Yeah.
And
that's exactly what a lot of these Telegram groups do, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
So many
we're
of them
not
are scammy.
a pump and dump. I don't want a pump and dump with you guys. All right. So that's why I'm looking at, the least market cap around like 15 million, maybe. I mean, other than that, it's just going to put the price, where it shouldn't be. So price has to grow organically, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing. So every day we get paid out, whether it's like in Cardano or something else, we're getting paid out. And we are buying these coins, whether it's Ethereum, Bitcoin. I put a little bit of Bitcoin.
I feel like we've kind of shifted out of worrying about the dips of Bitcoin and Ethereum. I think that we're pretty comfortable with what we have right now in those positions, and we're definitely spreading much more. If you guys are on our Patreon, you'll know from our trade alerts, most of our trade alerts are happening with these altcoins regarding DeFi. They're super risky, of course, just them being so new. But it's that comfort that we have in the holdings that we already have established in solid cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, that we can now focus more on other ones. We buy the dips of Bitcoin and Ethereum during the really boring bear market accumulation phase that we saw like 4 months ago. That's when we were really upping our positions there, because we knew without a doubt, Bitcoin and Ethereum is going to continue to perform well long term. We don't know that necessarily with these different altcoins that we're buying, but during a bull run, with the high tide raises all ships. So there's a higher likelihood of an altcoin to be successful during a bull run than there is during a bear market.
But also, when we do eventually cash out,
yeah,
like I said, we're going to put it on our Patreon, but whatever. Once we do get out of that, we are probably going to get into USDC. Yeah. So far, that's our choice right now, because it is audited and it is proven that the funds are there.
And it's also highly used on DeFi platforms and lending. And
yeah, exactly. So instead of just keeping your cash doing nothing, or like putting it into like whatever bonds or something stupid like that, you can put it into like something that's an interest bearing account where you can make 10 to 12% even during a bear run.
Yeah,
like hallelujah on that one, man. That's awesome.
And that's also something that's really changed from the last 3 years to now, is there wasn't DeFi, really. There wasn't the popularity with lending coins or liquidity providing, or even like most of these staking coins. They existed, but the ability to stake wasn't there because they were also new. So like Tezos came out with staking, Ethereum is coming out with staking, Cardano has staking. There's a lot of more opportunities for you to take these profits and put them into work in other ways by providing passive income. So that's really exciting. And that's, I think, is what's going to change a lot for us after this bull market. How we decide what we're going to do with our coins. We're definitely going to look for the most profitable ways, but also the safe ways to escape the volatility. That's what we're going to have to balance off, is the price dropping versus the staking rewards we're going to get.
Yep. And
also the lending opportunities that we're going to get. Because if you start lending these tokens out at like the peak of the bull run, and those prices really drop, you're going to have to cover your butt for that drop in value. So you're going to have to actually give in more cryptocurrencies to cover the difference. So that's something to pay attention to for sure, for those of you who are thinking of doing that option.
Yeah. And Tracy asks, where are we on the adoption curve?
Oh, good question.
Wow. Well, we are
Let's just go like this.
I mean, we are definitely like, okay, so innovators were probably, we were in the innovator side, but early adopters for sure, because I mean, just look at my kind of indicator right there is like CNBC. So that's where all the dumb money watches, it's like, or Wall Street Journal, something like that. Just people that really don't understand money. Those are the people that watch that. So I'm watching CNBC. They put on a ticker or like a little menu of crypto now. So they just put that on, I think, last week or something like that. And I watch that closely. I want to see what the masses are looking at. I want to make sure that when the masses are all piled in, that's when I want to take out profit. You know what I mean? I don't want to hold something that everybody in the world is tripping themselves over and really wanting a job or whatever.
That's okay. Yeah.
Okay. So with that said, it's just like real estate or whatever. Like in high school, I have like a lot of friends over there that are probably most of them are in real estate. And I was telling a friend earlier last week that like, a saturated market when like half the people are involved in it. And so like, for instance, I don't know too many people that are involved in crypto, like actual people, you know what I mean? But, I'm getting to know people through the internet and stuff. But as far as people talking about it all the time, and I mean, we have a delivery person right now that we've helped get into crypto over here, and he's like ecstatic, you know what I mean? Because, he's getting paid like hardly anything. So,
yeah.
And now he's getting paid in crypto.
I love that.
He's killing it. And
actually,
I'm loving to see average folks here just doing so well. That's what.
And it's actually the first time I've been recognized on the street, not at a conference or something. At first I was slightly worried, but no, it's really cool to see him. It's fine.
Okay.
We have a few more minutes. I just had one question from the Mr. Reed podcast. He asked me, what is staking? For those of you who aren't familiar with staking, I have a playlist available for you on this channel called How to Earn a Passive Income with using cryptocurrencies. And that goes all over the options and the warnings and the risks and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Staking is a lot of fun, and you don't really, and you just make money just... You wake up one day and you forget about the coins. Like some of the coins I just forget about, and then I come back, I'm like, oh wow, I've made 100 of these, and I just totally forgot about it, which is great. And then I can use that to implement or to shove into different coins. So it's a really great way to make passive income.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to? Do you guys have any questions? If you do, go ahead and leave them in the comments here. I don't have my laptop charging right now, so we are living life on the edge right now, seeing if the battery can last. But if you guys have questions, let's get to them real quick before our computer dies. And otherwise, we'll go ahead and wrap up today's show.
Yeah, so...
So I have a tutorial coming out for what I'm going to do now is like these block playlists for staking coins. First is going to be Cardano. There's going to be separate videos for each wallet option, and also an additional video for like how to choose a profitable validator or staking pool for Cardano. That'll be the first one. And then we're going to do Polkadot, Tezos, Cosmos, and go through coins like that.
Speaking about Charles, he's done a really good job with
Charles Hoskinson, founder of Cardano.
And IOHK or whatever. So on Cardano, he's killed it. So I think that it is going to be a very profitable coin.
We'll see. Can't wait for the smart contracts to come out.
It'll come out. I think Charles doesn't really, the thing that I liked about Charles, like since the beginning, was that he didn't really care too much about rushing dates like Ethereum did. And so I think that's one thing that sets him apart. And, he's got a great dev team. I like how he decentralized his nodes, or like his...
his incentivizing the decentralization of the network is pretty cool.
Yeah.
We'll see how that works.
Yeah, exactly. So not one entity can control all the staking nodes, which is great. So that's going to help a lot of people want to get involved with the network. Otherwise, you're just getting shut out by the big boys.
Hannah Lobb, she asked a good question. Any advice for someone who has no Bitcoin or Ethereum yet? I like your idea of putting staking profits into them, but maybe dollar cost average. I just feel hesitant to buy when it keeps going up. Absolutely. Dollar cost averaging is an excellent way to, as less stress as possible, to enter into a position, especially when prices tend to be volatile, that's going up or going down. It's just a way for you to, again, just slowly accumulate. And, you know, as long as the trend is still trending upward, you're still going to earn profits off of your buys. So I think that's a good way to go because, you know, especially as a beginner to crypto, if you are, the chances of you being able to time the dip and like have the wherewithal and emotional cojones to do that is very unlikely, unfortunately. It's an extraordinary event in my opinion, but so that's why I always encourage people just to jump in, just dollar cost average, instead of, you know, just kind of hesitating and yeah, you're just kind of, yeah.
Okay, there's so
opportunity cost there.
There's so many good questions. Okay,
Yeah.
F-150, can you remind us the most crypto-friendly countries to move to? Okay. Man,
last question. My computer's on 5%.
Shut off. I think Portugal is amazing. St. Kitts and Nevis, which is our citizenship. You can also get that as a citizenship by investment program, and it costs about $150,000.
Yeah, but I don't know that they're necessarily crypto-friendly, just by the way. Like banks don't.
It's tax-free. Like taxes is what I call.
When it comes to global income, St. Kitts is good, I think. Sorry to cut you off like that. No, because this is attached to the microphone. So
we are about to go dead.
You know what? We're going to take note of all of these comments and we can cover them in the next live stream as well.
ADA beat ETH. No freaking way. Not right now. No, there's too much being built on ETH right now for that to happen. What are your thoughts on Tesla accepting Bitcoin payments for cars?
Quick.
Absolutely awesome, because I think that's going to incentivize more other people to go ahead and do that, because there's going to be so much money being made in this space. These people are going to want to go out and get Teslas. You know what? Who's going to have the money? The people that invested in Bitcoin, not people that invested in something else. You know
exactly.
What I mean? So any advice on somebody that's not in BTC or ETH yet? I would dollar cost average.
Oh, I already answered that one.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just going through these like as fast as I can. But anyways.
Oh wait, we had a surfing question from Celtic Girl. Where is it? I have come to accept that Toby is not going to grow his hair long despite his surfing passion.
Definitely not. No, I'm not going to be. What's that guy's name on the friggin'?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, what is his name? I'm sorry. I forgot that.
Spinoli,
yeah. Is there any advantage to buying crypto decentralized when the IRS forces one to declare that to purchase crypto on their... Jeez, that's moving so fast. Is there any advantage to people buying decentralized when the IRS forces one to declare? Yeah, it's going to be interesting what the U.S. has to do, especially when they...
if you're using a decentralized exchange.
Yeah, because if they want to know what's in your wallet, I don't know how they're going to do that, but, you know...
If you're going to go down that road, you're really going to have to pay attention to the history of your crypto, where it's being stored, and if that is tied to your identity.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say.
Anyways, guys...
We're at 30 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
But we are going to go through your questions and... potentially address them in next week's live stream as well, just so we're sure, or maybe I'll do it in like the newsletter, or I'll figure something out. But thank you everyone for participating in today's live stream.
Yeah,
you guys in the live chat are always great.
It's a great day,
brightening our day.
Thank you guys,
even more than the price movements, dare I say.
And thank you for all the tips and everything. I really appreciate it.
Ouroboros says Tron still at 3 cents.
Yeah, well, there you go. Bye, guys.
Sorry. Okay. Bye. See you.
Stay disobedient.
And happy and healthy. Happy and healthy, guys. We have too many sign-off phases.